Hi, I'm Bobby Halton and I'm the editor-in-chief of Fire Engineering magazine. I spent my career in the fire service predominantly involved in training in the latter parts of my career, probably the last 15 years of my career in the fire service. I spent a lot of time training going around the country, and now I find myself in the unique position to be working for Fire Engineering, which, as most of you know, also runs the Fire Department Instructors Conference, where I'm very honored to be able to serve as the education director. It was interesting, a few years ago, working here at Penwell Corporation, the book division came to me and said that they were considering doing a firefighter 1 and 2 handbook, which I thought was an incredibly important task to undertake. One of the issues in the fire service that we've been grappling with for a long time is the lack of consistency in our basic entry-level firefighters. Some places produce firefighters that are incredibly competent. Other places produce firefighters that are somewhat lacking in some of the more basic fundamental skills that we feel are critical here at Fire Engineering in order to function effectively and safely on the fire ground. That's not to say that we believe that every place in the United States needs to do the exact same thing, but we do believe that there are certain basic core competencies that should run throughout every firefighter's skill set when they initially become a firefighter. We call that firefighter 1 and 2. To answer that, we created the firefighter 1 and 2 handbook, which is available now at fireengineering.com, books and videos. And I'd strongly recommend that if you're currently doing recruit training, that this is the book you use.
We've used the Fire Engineering Firefighter 1 and 2 curriculum for our last two cadet academies and had great success with our IFSAC certification tests, and we're very happy with the curriculum.
It's true to life, hands-on experience. These guys that are writing, these authors of each chapter are different, and that's their forte. If it's forcible entry, that is the guy that's out there in the field that is the best in the country at forcible entry. And it's like that all the way through the book. The authors that were chosen specifically for their topic, which a lot of the other publishers do not have. Usually it's one person or just a team of people, but this group of authors is fantastic. And then the videos that also go with it to do the job performance requirements, the JPRs, and the activities are all true to life speed as far as that goes. I mean, you see the actions as they are going to be performed on the fire ground, which is a great tool. We've never had that before. I've never seen it as an instructor before.
In order to improve the professionalism of the fire service, and I think this is key, I think it's time that we looked at hiring people who've already shown some level of interest, who already have some, as they say, skin in the game. So here's what I would recommend. The city manager, if you're the city manager, why not hire people who already have their firefighter 1 and 2? Why not hire people who've already shown that they understand the basic skill set required to be a firefighter, the basic commitment to be a firefighter, not just answering an ad and looking for great benefits. The Firefighter 1 and 2 Handbook, we're so proud to announce, is now online and available at firefighteracademy.com. And our partners in producing this are none other than the prestigious Texas A&M University, one of the finest educational institutions in America, which for many, many, many years have been running one of the finest firefighting schools in America at College Station, Texas. We all know who Texas A&M is. All firefighters know the renowned reputation that they have for firefighting excellence at their facility down there in Texas. And they are our partners in this online educational program. How many issues does this solve? If you're a high school student and you're getting ready to graduate and you want to have a career in the fire service, you can now go online before you've even graduated and get yourself ready for a rewarding career. If you're a college student and you want to be a firefighter, you can now go complete your degree in fire science technology, human resource management, or whatever your interest is, and get your Firefighter 1 and 2 certificate at the firefighteracademy.com.
I think the Firefighter Academy curriculum is the curriculum of choice. The material is just spot on, real world.
What's nice is if you have a working person, say someone who has got a career and has a family and he wants to switch that, Now he's got an opportunity to do that where it's at his pace. So he can do it after hours or in the evening. He could do those types of things, where if he has a regular job, he wouldn't be able to do that. He wouldn't be able to go to an academy for 8 weeks. You know, this makes it a little bit easier for them to self-study and get it done at their pace.
Very visual. A lot of the activities that are in there are almost as good, I feel, as hands-on to that type of a learner that learns just by seeing things. So it's going to be backed up by some hands-on experience afterwards. So I think all of that together is going to be a great experience for the learner.
Now, here's where it gets really, really important. I'm running an academy in a very rural area, say, where I have grain bin fires, where I have tractor accidents, where I have farmers and farm workers being entrapped in different types of farm machinery. Skill sets that are critical to my regional firefighters. Or I'm running a fire academy, as I did, in an urban environment where they need to know about standpipe operations intimately, where they need to understand elevators intimately, where they need to have a very, very in-depth understanding of how interconnected void spaces and multiple use occupancies contribute to fire behavior and growth. Different skill sets for different regions. The basics are the basics. That's what's covered in Firefighter 1 and 2. How to throw ladders, how to flake hose, how to roll hose, how to put on your gear, how to manage your air. That won't change. What will change are those little local idiosyncratic differences. So if you get a student who comes to you and says, I've got my Firefighter 1 and 2 through the Texas A&M Fire Academy program, then you can run a 4-week or a 5-week or whatever you feel is necessary hands-on portion to certify them locally. I'm a strong believer in local control. The fire service is powerful because the fire service answers the needs of the community in which it exists. That will always be the case. We will never in America have a national fire service. We're too diverse, we're too unique in the communities that we serve, and it's better to have that community have that authority to make those nuances and to drive those points home. It's the future. It's a way to reduce our costs. It's a way to better utilize our people. If I have to reduce my budget, I can reduce my training budget by reassigning some of those people currently doing recruit training, the cognitive side of it, the classroom side of it, which in some communities is up to 26 weeks. I can put them back out in the field as firefighters. And then when we get people who are interested and have completed their 1 and 2, we can put together a group, have them come in for 4 or 5 weeks, have them do the skills set training for our local area, certify them, and then have them compete to be firefighters. Then select the best of the best. We'll get more diverse candidates, we'll hit a broader range of the community, and we'll be doing the better in our fiduciary responsibility to spend our money wisely. This is the future. This is how we're going to become better professionals. This is how we're going to certify that we have people who are all at the same level. We believe that this text, Firefighter 1 and 2, contains the best information, the most comprehensively reviewed information available today in the fire service. There are names like Galliano, there are names like Ritchie and Mittendorf, Champo. These are the best of the best, bar none. And that work has been reviewed by the best of the best, peer-reviewed quality information that's been vetted by Texas A&M and by the very best minds in the fire service. The people that you have known to trust for over 135 years at fire engineering, for over 85 years at FDIC, all contributed to this book.
We find one of the advantages of this material is the fact that you've got current firefighting professionals that are writing this curriculum, so it's relevant for today's firefighters.
Every author in that book is teaching here, so they have the experience of real day-to-day situations that can translate into to a perfect learning environment, really.
I think the bar has been set way high, as always with Penwell.
This is how we're going to make the fire service better. We are going to start being real professionals when we hire people who've got skin in the game, rather than folks that are coming to us because we've got great benefits or great time off or whatever other ancillary reasons they might have. We want people who are interested in our profession. We want people who want to serve, and we want to serve better. take a look at the Firefighter 1 and 2 program available at firefighteracademy.com. I'm telling you right now, if you're a city manager, if you're the fire chief, if you're the mayor, if you're the chief of training, this is how we can do a better job of training our firefighters. This is how we can do a better job of managing our budgets. This is how we can do a better job of serving our communities. And the bottom line is, we exist to serve the community. And in these trying economic times, it's nice to be a part of the solution.